Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange. And the Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Syracuse's offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Using the quick game. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Syracuse 7, SMU 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Mustangs offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Trying to move them on the counter. Smashes through. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On the run, fires downfield. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cuse. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quick strike complete.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of it.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Number 19, on to kick it away.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Jamison. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. At the 35, he's got more. He's up to 55 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the score. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Orange. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse 21, SMU 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Pulls it in. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gets open down the middle.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. A 1st down for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He's there to make the stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to a strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss.
Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Syracuse, number 6.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
28, SMU 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The inside handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
1st down for the offense.
He wants to throw. He makes a catch. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's another 1st down.
Going up top on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. The aerial assault continues. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, SMU!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to throw, it's Jamison. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why don't they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able...
Gonna take a shot. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll throw it on first down. Dances away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Trying to get to him. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack.
Third down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to...
They stripped it out. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the gun, the running back has it. Well, they tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a third down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustang! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, SMU.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Jamison. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Orange will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're working that left side, and he's dragged down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They'll try to get outside. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run. You're showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He makes the connection. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Touchdown, Orange! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Syracuse 42, SMU 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now on first down from the 28. He's going to pass. It's on target and complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. The expressway is wide open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, SMU!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got his man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. The give to the tailback. A nifty little dance step. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to him on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
SMU 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's a throw downfield late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Handoff from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time.